Life Festival. It's a big holiday event that's going on. You see all the different people running around, completing daily quests given by our wonderful person here, Brenda. We'll talk to her.
You are curious about new life traditions, aren't you? The High Elves of Haven have the War Orphan Sojourn. They travel to a temple in the heart of Grotwood and donate what they can. I'll mark your map. It's quite simple. Give what you are able to give.
Alright, I'll walk to War Orphan Sojourn. So we need to go to Grotwood. And we, right now, are in East March. One of the reasons I've been playing this game now for almost 4 years is you can see by the size of the map, there's a lot of places to go. All the places that I've been are white. There's a quest I haven't done right there. But a lot of quests, a lot of, a lot of content. I need to go where this little white arrow is, and this is my closest waypoint. So we're going to travel there. It's going to cost me 146 gold. Actually, cancel that. Cancel, sir. Cancel. I am sorry. I apologize, miss. We're going to use the teleport. Once you open up a teleport, you can travel for free to different places. So we're going to go to Grotwood. And right here. This game has to be truly one of my most favorite games of all time. Just the first time that I made a sorcerer and found out that I could put on heavy armor, heavy shoulder pads so I wasn't so squishy. The pure customization of everything, The effects, the look, the feel, the attention to detail, the fact that the actual quest givers actually talk to you, so the audio, the acting within it. There on this side. I think it might be one level up. I mean, just the pure beauty that they put into the game itself in detail. Alright, so we're at the temple. We're going to talk to this homeboy right here.
Another on the War Orphan Sojourn. Though Stendar provides for all lost children, we will not turn away donations for our charges. Ah, yes. Some of those who walk the War Orphan Sojourn are far less capable than yourself. The creatures alerted to their passage see them as a fine meal. Aggressively dissuading these creatures would help clear the path, if you're so inclined.
Sir, I always like killing. I have no problems with it.
Auriel, watch over you.
Goodbye, sir. I'll be right back. This will only take a second. My lightning staff has amazing reach. Hello, bugs. go. As I said, I spent a lot of time on her build. We have our conversation.
Those walking the war orphan sojourn have you to thank for clearing their path.
Well,
Those
wants us to
walking,
donate.
I can assist you with that.
69
Anything
gold?
you
Sure.
can donate will help. What
go.
grace! Stand our smiles upon those who help lost children. Today, he smiles upon you.
Okay, so we just achieved that. I need to go back to where I came from. I'm not going to worry about the teleport. I am actually... Who are you? I've never beaten you. Let's see if we can kill a world boss real quick. Kind of confident in the build. These big events, usually things like world bosses and stuff like that, nobody's taking them on because they're too busy doing these events. You like him? That little guy, he spawns from my my armor that I'm wearing. The nice purple dress is actually a Dwarven-made dress. It's from the clockwork. Yeah, spiders. I hate spiders. Who are you and why? You're interesting. Well, you only live once, right? Let's see what happens. Gonna give our buffs. Let's do it. Lightning storm. Wow. I see why I don't have that cleared. I'm sorry, didn't mean to disturb you. You have 1.8 million health. I'll come back tomorrow with the healer. Anyway, let's not get distracted. Let's go back. I like the little constellations that show up in the teleport. There's potion crafting. You can craft a potion of invisibility. You can craft health potions, magic potions, stealth potions, poisons. You can go fishing. You can craft armor, woodworking, jewelry. There's actual separate server channels for PvP that you can go PvP, or you can just run with a group of your friends. It's all, if you're running with your friends in the world itself, it's you and your friends versus NPCs, you know, or AI groups and stuff. So you go on big adventures, things like that. And so we're back. Let's go talk to Rhoda.
You return after quite the journey. Well?
I completed the War Orphan Sojourn.
Then you truly understand the War Orphan Sojourn. The children have lost everything. Providing what you can, and then even more, gives them new life in a new year.
So I get a new festival
It is
box.
not easy,
that's
But it
what's
eases
going
their
on
burden.
for the holidays.
It's all they know.
And I get a Sailor's Warning Festive Grog, which I've never heard of. It looks like
Everyone
it might be
celebrates the new life their own way. I
a
do
memento.
so love the variety. Khajiit of Ralka honor their trickster god Rajim with the trial of five-clawed guile. Travel to Reaper's March and speak with Tumira. She'll help you.
So they want me to go to Reaper's March. So basically it's a fetch and quest, but being a holiday event, every time you come back, she gives you a gift. So the last gift that I got, let me see if I have it slotted. Actually, I don't have it slotted. I don't have it slotted, so let's look at it real quick. I do believe it is collected. No, actually, it is the... I don't think I actually used it. Let's look. Check our inventory, we check our supplies. Actually, I did use it. So, somewhere... Oh, you silly person. I must be getting tired, so... It has to be one of my special emotes. I got a where I can blow flames. And I thought that was really a cool thing. We'll figure it out later. Let's go for Reaper's March. Where are you, Reaper's March? There you are. And another thing that I like about it is that each area is different. So it's not, everything doesn't look exactly the same, you know? Like when you're in Malbator, it's all like brown and rocky, and you come to Reaper's March, there's big plains, and there's different animals and creatures, and everywhere there's spiders. I just want you to know that, everywhere. It's funny because a lot of people try to get me to play other different RPG games, and I'm just like, I compare it to Elderscrolls, and then I continue playing Elderscrolls. I'm not saying this is the be-all, end-all game, but for the price that you paid for the game itself, it's a lot of content. It's like a full plate. This is one of the towns. We have guild traders. We have merchants and bankers.
The wood elf known as Finendrin has been found guilty of the following crimes.
Finendrin does not look like he's doing too well.
Please. You're blocking my view.
Okay, maybe
Stealing
not.
rotten tomatoes and other refuse
think he's
from
all right.
stable master Semiral's midden heap.
Anyway, let's go. We don't have all night. We're looking for our quest arrow. Should be a nice white arrow for us. Gonna pull out from the town. Yep, just right out of town, actually. Can you jump it? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's up or below. Looks like it's above us. Oh, some minerals. That's for jewelry crafting there. The other stuff was for armor crafting. Is it right behind this rock? Or is it on top of the rock? Oh, with that wood. It says below. You can swim. Argonians swim faster. The lizard people, they actually swim faster in water. Here's our person to talk to, and she's a Khajiit.
This one welcomes you to the trial of five-clawed guile. Celebrate the new life and pay your respects to Rachin all at once.
Khajiits always speak in third person.
Rachin once said, a lock is a pebble to be tossed from one's boot. Use your lockpicks to retrieve the contents of the nearby chests. Show you have as little regard for barriers as the mighty Rachin, and be quick about it.
Alright, so I just gotta do some lockpicking. Which, you know,
Take
playing
pride in your work, I always say.
scrolls this long, I've actually gotten really good at picking locks. You hold down your trigger and it actually vibrates, and if it shakes too much, the lockpick can either break or it'll reset. So there we go. I'm gonna present her coins.
Rachin, what coins? You aren't the only one who honors Rachin. As you brought them to me, another retrieved the coins from your pocket and returned them to the chests. Such is how Ralka celebrates the new life, finding true wealth in our actions.
Cool, lady. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Let us find the next way shrine. Now we will way shrine. There. Look at the dog with the butterflies. He's digging up something. How many animals you got there, dude? Chick or dude? Center Cindy? How many animals you got? Oh, she cooks 420. That's a dude. Alright. Back to where we came from. We're going to go back to East March. We're going to talk to her. And then I'm going to... I think I might queue up for an armor run real quick. Which I'll just run a dungeon. Do some incinerating. Maybe one of the daily undaunteds. I had a very long Battlefield stream, and we actually had a completely random guy hit up my friend's live stream, and he said, I'd like to join you guys. and we actually let him join. But between his TV on in the background, his daughter, which I don't blame his daughter, and his increasing use of expletives, I just decided to go ahead and delete it because I'm trying to, not saying I'm above that. She's absolutely not. I cuss like a sailor myself. So.
Ah, you returned from a land of grass and sweet. What did Tumira ask you to do? It warms my heart to share the New Life Festival. The drink? It warms my belly. Wood Elf immigrants to Auradon introduced the locals of Skywatch to mudball merriment. It is as you'd expect. Mudballs thrown at everyone.
We're not going to worry about that one. We are going to open up our presents, though, so we see what we got. Mysterious rewards box. There you go. A motif for Bloodforge axes. So I can give that to my crafter, and he'll be able to manufacture Bloodforce designed axes. An Undaunted key for opening up the Undaunted chest, which is absolutely awesome. A New Life Festival plain box. Look at that. We got a rune box. Nordic Bather's Towel. I do believe that is a house item. Some disposable swallower swords. The salt rice is actually used for crafting food, and the Wolfsbane incense is made for actually crafting armor. Took all that. Skin changer clothes. There are many different crafting designs. Oh, here we go. We have enemies. I'll show you what my girl does.
I need healing!
I'm waiting for the fireball. There they go. Love it. Don't call a hero, you need a mortician. And we'll search that backpack. See my little pet that comes out of my dress? It's called the Mad Tinker set. And the Mad Tinker adds a bunch of spell damage, and then when you deal damage, you have a 10% chance to summon a verminous fabricant that charges the nearest enemy, dealing 11,580 shock damage to all enemies in its path, and then knocks them up in the air and stuns them for 2 seconds. This effect can only occur every 10 seconds. Well, when it happens, it knocks everybody in the way of that little dinosaur into the air and shocks them, and then I have extra bonus stats into my shock. So sometimes it knocks them up into the air and they vaporize. They don't even come back down. Why haven't I killed this world boss? I need to redeem myself for the embarrassment of that last one. Who's up here? Not you. You're not a world boss. Even bears aren't safe. I will take those materials, though. I actually want out of this zone because this is where the quest giver is, and also because I'm live streaming, I'm catching a little lag. All over the place, there's materials to pick up. Different materials for different things, wood for woodworking, iron ores and stuff for crafting armor. We'll go over here and take a look at this boss real quick, see who it is. 1.8 million health, who are you?
The dragon must be here somewhere.
Is it just a lady? Does she have company? Is it just her? Oh, she has a drugger with her. Let me pull my banker. I have a nice banker that I can use, that I can pull him out, and I have a merchant that I can pull out anywhere. I can be in the middle of the dungeon.
Greetings. Let's do some business.
And he allows me inventory to my bank. So all my different things, as you can see, my different sets of armor and all that wonderful stuff. I am after a repair kit. There we go. Well, let's take those. Hey, look at that. Let's mess with that just for a second. Yay! There you go. There we go. Just repaired all my equipment. And then we're going to go to him.
Hello there.
And we're going to give him that recipe. Is that bound? No, it's not. Neither one of those are bound. Yep, actually it is bound because I used it. There we go. That's what I was after, is my crafting motifs. There we go. Alright, sir, I do not need you anymore.
Speak with
I
me
appreciate your services. Either this goes great or I die. But first things first, I know for one thing, I'm gonna boost my stats with some food. Oh, it is there. There it is. That's what I got last time. Check this out. Try, yeah, check this out. I don't care who you are. You know, free little emote like that. That's pretty awesome. That's why I do festivals. Anyway, let's talk to this lady. Either we do good or we die.
The dragon must be here somewhere.
I don't know nothing about a dragon lady. Let's claw for help. The only thing keeping me alive is actually my claw. That claw that you keep seeing, that actually is a dragon knight ability. that does about 3,000 damage and keeps them on fire, but it sucks health from them too. So I'm actually hitting them and getting my health back. No sir, I'm not playing with that. Here, have a storm. It's a beautiful thing. Stay in it. There you go. There you go. So there you go. I just killed a world boss, which all of them combined was the world boss. It was 1.8 million health. I got a purple fjord bow out of it. Usually there's a chest or a ring around or something kind of unique. Here we go. There's a journal. There's lunch. Yeah, here's a way shrine I have not found. Just the sound of the water. A little bug right there that I can take. Torchbug thorax you use for alchemy, and the insect parts you use for fishing. You can literally get lost for hours inside this game. And to tell you the honest truth, I would rather do this than go out or anything like that. I really enjoy doing it. This whole time that I've been doing this video, I have my cat sitting here on my lap. My cat is stone cold asleep. The cat's like, this is awesome. It's like a 2-for-1 kind of situation. Let's go check the Undaunted in the wonderful capital of Mournhold. I'll also increase my storage capacity for my mount, or for me, using for my mount, because my mount speed is actually, my horse speed is already maxed out. So you can go stamina, which makes your mount faster and you can run longer, and you can also get hit 2 or 3 times before your mount will disappear. Or you can do increased inventory, or you can do mount speed. You can only do one a day, and it resets every 19 hours. So I've already maxed out my riding speed. It's at speed 60, and now I'm switching between my stamina and my inventory, because you always need inventory. And then you can pay in-game gold, of course, to get bigger bank space, to get bigger inventory space. I also use my merchant, because whenever my inventory gets full, if there's anything that I'm not planning to keep or break down for materials themselves, I sell to generate revenue. Every single person, other than the banker here, that's someone's banker, but every single person that you see here is an actual real person. At any given time, with all the different server channels in between PC, Xbox, those guys are PvP battling. Let's see who wins real quick. My hat's on the guy with the Shinobi hat. And the Raiden hat. But at any given time, there is close to 1 million people playing Elderscrolls between the three, between PC, Xbox, and PS4. The community is huge. These guys are having at it. Oh, come on, dude. I bet on you. Oh, he just got Jesus beamed. Doesn't look good. This could go on all night. Let's continue. Pardon. So this is City of Mournhold. We're going to run down here real quick and put a point into my inventory. I kind of like this horse. This is one of my favorite horses. I got it out of a box. I got it for free, and I kind of like that. I do have I've only purchased one mount. All the mounts that I own have come out of boxes. And I have 22 of them. I like this guy too. Like you. You're awesome. So we talk to the stable master here.
Welcome, friend. You won't find a better stable in all of Morrowind.
See, my speed's maxed out. Now I can do points to stamina or carry capacity. I'm going to do carry capacity because it's not the carry capacity for the horse. It's actually for your inventory. They just have it tied to the horse for a silly reason. And if you look at that box right there, you can actually steal from it if you're sneaky enough. If you bring in like a thief. Like, probably that guy. He looks like a thief. Look at him. He looks like a thief. Anyway, we're going to go look at the Undaunted. We're going to... Actually, I got a key for the Undaunted, so let's open it up and see what we got out of it. Lord Warden Dusk Pauldrons. I already got like 3 different sets of that. I actually need to run the Veteran Dungeon to get the Monster Helm. And actually, let me see if I can show you the Monster Helm. Let's go to Collections. Because she's wearing a mask. I'm wearing the Breath of Y'ffre mask. So here's actually what my chick looks like. She's a dark elf. Red-haired, of course, because I have an affinity towards redheads. I tell a lot of redheads that, and I don't think they understand. There's only different hats, but if you actually... It says hide your helm, because my monster helm is pretty hideous looking, but I love what it does. So it looks like this. Let's see if I can... Well, actually, I don't want to show it because I have to change my armor stats. Never mind. Anyway, that's what my girl actually looks like. Oh, that's a cool ink lady. And yeah, just the design and the... like the Argonian vampire there. It looks pretty badass. Anyway. So we're going to go to our quest book. I did not pick up I picked up a quest like the day before yesterday that I need to trash. We'll abandon it. That should clear up Maj in front of me. Yep, it did. We're going to talk to Maj.
My comrades look worse than they smell, don't they? Don't let these bastards intimidate you. Take the Undaunted Pledge. Darkshade Caverns. Try to destroy the construct that's protecting the source of all this mayhem without
Alright. So I need to do Darkshades 2. I will now go to the Activity Finder. Dungeon Finder. Specific dungeon. And we are looking for Darkshade Cavern to select. And we will join the queue. And we'll see if anybody is doing it. And I'm selected as a damage dealer, so we'll see if it sets off here in a second. If it does not, then I will I'll probably stop the stream, go to bed, and try again tomorrow.
You brought hope to the Grey Mire. There is so little for my people. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, lady. And that's the other thing, as you accomplish quests and stuff, the NPCs will actually bring up achievements that you've done. So what we do is we lightning the floor. So you throw this down, That lightning field knocks things off balance. It also does damage. And that big shockwave that you saw come off of me that killed him, I didn't even have to hit him, is armor that I put on called Thunderbug. I actually farmed it. And basically it gives me physical resistance, spell resistance, adds spell damage. But when I take physical damage, I have a 50% chance to deal 5,976 shock damage in a 5 meter radius around me. And this can occur every 3 seconds. So every time you hit me, there's a 50% chance I'm going to shoot a big old thing of light, electrical shock and a shock wave that comes off of me and hits you. It's really good for mobs because you have mobs mobbing you, a bunch of people hitting you. On my back bar, I have two different at level 15 you can switch your bar and you can have 2 bars. So on my front bar, I'm running a lightning staff of Thunderbug. On my back bar, I'm running a restoration staff of Thunderbug. My restoration staff, I only have one actual restoration spell, and it's regen. Just give me a little health regen. So when they hit me, I get a little bit of health back. But I'll show you how powerful Thunderbug actually is. Watch this. I'm just going to stand here and block. Well, I can't do anything about the dinosaur guy. It's just going to happen. Nice heavy sack. A couple of resources out of that. But I designed her to just eliminate mobs. I do not think I'm going to actually get in because of the fact that I am a DPS, a damage per second dealer. I'm not a tank. I'm not a healer. If I was either one of those, I would have instantly launched right away. Everybody wants to be the damage dealer. It takes very special people to play tank. A lot of people own the tanks, but once they get them maxed out, they only bring them in if somebody else isn't running tank. Other than that, they're on their DPS because they're fun and they're exciting.
Can you believe we have to register to enter the city?
No, sir, I cannot believe. So, we'll log out. I will show you some of my characters, and then we'll call it a day. There's houses. There's all kinds of things to do. There's actual furniture building that's based off of your crafting skills. So you have to get a certain level and stuff before you can make a couch for your house. This is my Argonian crafter. He's one of my very, very first characters. But as I said, one of the reasons why I love Elderscrolls so much. He's wearing magic robes, but if you notice his shoulder pads, they're actual heavy armor, so he's not squishy. He's a Khajiit. He's one of the cat people. He's named in a third person. This one steals. I'm still working on him. He's actually been redone. This is Ran Zero. He's actually my healer. That's Verena. There's a Thanos Bright Blade. He's absolutely a hilarious fun to play with. This is my tank, and my tank has 51,000 health, and you can see how bad he looks. He's very hungry because he's also a vampire, and he hasn't fed, so he's like a level 4 vampire right now, which means he's even harder to kill. This is Thwok. she's my harvester because she's amazingly fast. And then this is Godsmack Brightblade. And this guy is one of my fun people. He's my last person that I built. He's of the Imperial race, so he gets health back for killing. But he is designed to do nothing but to turn into a werewolf. That's all he lives for, is to turn into a werewolf. You hit him, you're furthering him to becoming a werewolf. He attacks you, you're furthering him to becoming a werewolf. And when he becomes a werewolf, he kills and consumes corpses. And he will stay a werewolf until he stops killing and consuming corpses. An anchor. Let's run to it. Ooh, fresh meat. He's a two-hander. His weapons are lit up because he's a warden. That little right thing right there, the lotus blossom, every time he hits, he gets health. We're gonna give him something. Yeah, that'll work. Pardon me, guys. I'm on the wrong side of the city. Different place, different environment. That's an anchor. The anchors come from Molag Bal. He is a kind of a pain in the butt Daedric prince.
Nothing you can do will end this.
So we just showed up enough time to do that. Get the chest. He has an incredibly high critical hit rate. So it's not that he hits hard. Oh, look there. There's a chest hidden. Let's pick it. There we go. So it's not the, yeah, it's not the fact that he hits hard. It's his numbers. Ooh, poison spray. Screw that. I got a dizzying effect from that thing blowing on me. But he is wearing werewolf hide, and then he's wearing salvation. And if you look at the werewolf hide, I have a 5-piece set of it. It gives health, it gives stamina, gives weapon damage, and then when I take damage, I generate ultimate. Ultimate's what you use for the special ability. Your right and your L1 and right one, you hit them both together when your ultimate's full, and you actually generate ultimate. Or you actually pull an ability that you assign. He's wearing the Bloodspawn Visage Monster set. When I take damage, I have a 6% chance to generate 14 ultimate. Then he's wearing the Salvation set, reduces the cost of your werewolf transformation ability by 33%, while in werewolf form, your damage is increased by 150%. So the cost for me to turn into a werewolf is reduced by 33%, which means my ultimate, which guess what, is turning into a werewolf, it's 33% cheap. Which I am actually in werewolf, ready to do my werewolf right now. I just want to find something that's worthy of it. That's a friendly. I don't want to talk to you guys. I just don't care about you guys. Let's find something I can mortalight. Wolves aren't worth it. I need a camp of bad people. Or this big giant troll. That'll work. Check this out. Let's throw a buff on. Hey. Werewolf. My 2 dire wolves. I'm gonna go kill this troll. I'm gonna eat his head. I'm gonna just tear his face off. Toast. Chew him up. Now I'm blood raged. I'm just looking for things to kill. Anything. There you go. Nothing personal. Even ghosts aren't safe from the werewolf. What's a ghost taste like? I don't know. Ask a werewolf. There's a world boss in there. I do not... 1.8 million health. What are you? I can't tell what that is. It's not that I'm scared. That's not it at all. There's certain creatures that are affected more, so you gotta know what you're fighting. You can't just charge in and mash buttons. Like vampires are weak to fire. Oh, he picks flowers with his teeth. Like vampires are weak to fire. Werewolves are weak to poison. So if that world boss did any kind of poison damage, I would be toast. Yeah, see, as long as I eat, I stay a werewolf. Initially, it wasn't like that when they first came out with the werewolves. It was on a timer, but it wasn't a timer that you saw. So you know when you pulled your ultimate, you only had maybe a minute, 2 minutes to do as much killing as you could, and you would come out of werewolf form, which pissed a lot of people off. A lot of people didn't want to play werewolf because, you know, even though they're amazing, especially when they run in a pack, your transformation abilities are reduced even more if you run 2 or 3 people as werewolf. Once you transform. Not your day, lady. Sorry. Nothing personal.
Please.
A book that belongs to the Mages Guild. That's awesome. This guy wants help, and I'm just not feeling it. Oh, screw those little rats. Oh, that's the beginning of a city. Oh, these guys. I shouted that guy to death. Watch this. I shouted him to death. I howled him to death. Much to the dissatisfaction of that guy. Poison claw. I love the poison, like puddling and still coming out of him. I don't think I want to eat you, dude. I like the, my werewolf is maxed out. That's why I got these 2 dire wolves. You can either not have the dire wolves and do more physical. And there you go. But you can not have the dire wolves and do a little bit more physical damage, or you can have the dire wolves And I prefer to have the dire wolves just for the fact that they will chase after archers and sorcerers and stuff to try to run away from you. See how the healer here tried to run away? She tries to get distance between, you know, what's going on. Always does. Well, the dire wolves will chase them down. Alright, so I just stopped being a werewolf. If you look at my little icon down there for my ultimate, watch it go around. Yeah, hit me. Hit me again. Hit me again. You're doing a really good job. They're receiving damage back for hitting me. She'll die before she'll transform me. But if you look at my bar, I'm like 2 hits from becoming a werewolf again, pretty much. Nope, I just stand here. I like to throw like arrows up in the air and then just run around in a circle. Flippy the bird. Hey, another book. Freaking awesome. And what's really crazy is you find these glowing books. They're for the Mages Guild. They're lore books, so they actually count towards your Mages Guild spells. And what's really crazy is they actually put little stories. They're not very long, but they actually did put like a little chunk of stories in there. And there's these books and regular books all over the place. So it's just really an amazing deal. Here's a story information from my guild. We're almost at 300 people in the Kingdom of Guardians Guild. They seem like nice people. They don't talk very much. They use that new Discord or whatever. And I'm kind of old-fashioned. I prefer actual voice chat. That's just the way that I am. But that's that character. I nearly don't play him enough. But I do enjoy just having a completely different build, a different character that is like something totally different, that when you're like bored of playing one character, you can actually play a different character and feel completely like you hadn't even played today. So I try to make all my characters different. Initially, a couple of them, like this one, Steals and Stop Bleeding, and initially my tank were all builds that I learned from watching YouTube, watching, you know, just playing the game and learning what the skills were, but a lot of YouTube build videos. But now I've been playing so long, I actually have started just creating my own, and I've actually been very happy with a lot of them. Well, this is my Elderscrolls. You guys have a good night. And thanks for coming by.